If I could advise CISOs on some of the things that they're looking at in terms of solutions, I would advise that they look at a unified solution. And what I mean by that is that there's so many solutions out there that provide a cybersecurity, data access, and also role-based security, right? And so when you start to look at who does it the best and how does doing it the best impact your company, when you have a unified platform that's designed by a similar team, you get that ability to really cross secure your organization. So from the network layer to the data layer to the application layer, you really look at how are these services being rendered. And what I would recommend is to really ask the question, are the people that are providing these applications and this type of security, are they unified in terms of the support process? Axway works with a number of different organizations. We integrate partners together under one unified workflow. So if security is moving from the network layer to the data layer and the data layer to the application layer, Axway is able to broker those conversations to make sure that the information and the data that's being shared in those workflows, right, is the type of data and information that is secured throughout the ecosystem. As CISOs start to look at saying, hey, is my workflow and my security workflow between the network layer, the data layer, and the application layer, if it's fractured, where is it fractured? And could I get the advice of a organization that really looks across those layers in the ecosystem and provides support across those layers, even when it results in working with other players? So for instance, if you have multiple hyperscalers, so you're using AWS and you're using Google and you're using Azure in your environment, how do I create a unified network data and application layer across all three? Axway has the answers to those questions. And so I'd ask CISOs to really think about, hey, do I have any fractures in those workflows and how might that work? My role is really to provide access to experts and access to experts across many layers of an ecosystem across industries to really define what it means to each organization and specifically to individuals. So we talked a little bit about CISOs, we talked about CTOs, directors, IT. We see a lot of chief revenue officers or CROs that are now interested in understanding how AI will bring new revenue to organizations. So my role is to ask those questions, to be a trusted advisor, somebody that you can go to really provide you with the answers you're looking for. And even if we're not the right fit, to help you find fit and find what it is that in the near term, midterm, and long term will allow your organization to have a clear vision on how you want to proceed um, with all the distraction and all the noise that's going on in today's environment.